the month before or the month after you became pregnant? If yes, give names.
Speak on it so we can nail all these niggas. It's a paternity lineup.
Were you and the father ever married? Did you and the father ever live together? If yes, give dates. I mean, like, these are questions that I think people need to know that women are being asked when they go get public assistance. And if you don't fill this out, they'll say you're not complying. You don't get no help.
No, we're not feeding you or
fuck
that
you
baby.
and your kid.
Damn.
If this ain't an attack on him, listen, I have the means to help you. But you got to help me too, baby.
We got to make sure.
No, we don't want to help you. So
we got to make sure that the man is in the hole.
Yeah.
Before we give you some money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even though we say we gonna claim that we give you money anyway, but we're not gonna tell you what we expect you to do to get this money. So, from what I understand, and I don't know if this is true, you can say, I don't want to name my child's father because it will interfere with their relationship. Now, I don't know how true that is.
If they just really need support, if they really need help, in other words, I don't want to put him on that.
That's what I heard. I don't know.
I
don't know how true that is. But I'm saying, this is divide and conquer.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
This is a system set up to make it where families are not on the same page, are not fucking with each other. They want you to put a case on the person that you have a child by if you want some money from us. That is divide and conquer.
But some will say, well, what about, taking care of the kids? It's his responsibility. He helped create this situation. I'm in a bind. I got to do something. What happens when they say that?
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. Every case is his own case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the bottom line is they don't have questions for
No.
I don't see father or mother on here.
No.
I see father. What do men do?
Yeah, they're not asking questions about when was the last time you worked, where do you work, what's your education, what's her education. Nothing. They're not asking anything on her part.
Another great point. But I'm saying it's all against the man.
Yeah. That even a group of men in one of them questions. Who did you have sex with?
So they're saying you're a whore, right?
Were you hoeing around, bitch? And what's their names? We'll go get all of
what
them.
What hotels y'all registered in together?
We'll go get all of them.
They tracking hotel information. These motherfuckers are the devil.
No, you can't front on that.
These motherfuckers are the devil. So many families in poverty are split up over this.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, people who don't need money would not be down filling out nothing like this.
They would see it as disrespectful.
Yeah.
They would see it as
degrading. Yeah, are you serious? Like, yes.
But
but
poor people,
that's a lifesaver.
You have to divide your family. If you want us to help you, he will not be happy with you. All that shit about what you supposed to take care of your business and all that shit. The world is in chaos right now. The world is in chaos. Women mess with people they ain't got no business messing with. Men mess with people they ain't got no business messing with. But to put it all on the man is wicked.
Well, it makes sense. You got a private prison industry that always needs prisoners.
Do you have to check that out?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there are a lot of men out there who, shit, if you fall by the wayside on that child support shit, there's a chance you can go straight to jail.
Yes. So, I know brothers who have been put in jail because they have children and they are poor.
Come on, man.
That is the only reason they're in jail, because they have children and they are poor.
But those private prisons benefit from that too.
If you have a job, they can take the money out of your job.
Yeah.
So you don't go to jail. You just work for nothing.
Right.
But if you don't have a job in a place where, as a black man, you're not even allowed to speak up for yourself. If you don't have a job.
Cancel your license.
And you have a child, they take you to jail for that.
Yeah.
They get the woman to fill out bogus paperwork like this. And I'm not even reading all of the shit. Why do you believe this person is the father of your child? That's what they ask the woman.
Why do you believe?
What is the answer to that? How can you answer as a woman when somebody says, well, you got to fill this out or we're not going to give you no money?
Well, I have faith.
Why do you believe this person is the father of your child? They want you to answer that fucking degrading ass shit.
I have faith that it's him.
Because he put that wood in this womb and didn't pull out. Or so he thought he didn't. How else can you answer a question like this? When did you begin dating the father? It's disrespectful. I never dated him. He fucked me one day after the fucking Jeezy concert. I don't know him. Whatever. When you began dating the father, when did you begin dating the father of your child? He never took me out on a date. He came to my house, fucked me, I got pregnant. It's all disrespectful shit. Well, information that you shouldn't have to share to get aid for your child.
It seems to be written like it's a application, a job application.
You ready for this? When and in which city or town did you first have sexual intercourse with the father? I don't know the city. We just stopped when we saw rooms for $25.99. The fuck are you talking about?
With free HBO. Crazy. Man.
Please get the names and addresses of people, relative, neighbors who saw you with the father and where they saw you. So they going to call people and be like, did you see her with him? Yeah. What do that mean?
Crazy, man. It sounds like a version of the FBI for child support. Like, we going to go find these motherfuckers. We're going to send our agents out to go find niggas.
That's terrible.
So you can get a check.
Wow.
For your irresponsibility.
Wow.
And people will say, oh, it's the man's... we're equally responsible. But is this paper, is this application, is this job application written like both people are being held accountable? Nah. Just go get that dude, whoever that dude is.
Give us the information on your child father.
And his friends.
And we'll give you these food stamps.
Wow.
And this little amount of cash per month so your child can at least burp the first 2 weeks of the month. Wow. Set him out. Set him out. What the fuck is that, man?
Wow.
And this shit ain't no motherfucking thing that's on 60 Minutes or nothing like that.
Set him out.
Ain't nobody saying how unfair this is. Everybody just acts like this shit ain't happening in the world.
It's designed that way, though. Classism and the private prisons and
divide and conquer.
It's designed to keep people
only
down.
Interferes with poor people.
Yeah.
Who's the poor people? People like you and me.
Most black people. A lot of black people. I got to get you with my homeboy Antonio Moore. Antonio Moore be calling it out, and he got all the information. Very educated brother, intelligent brother, lawyer. And he talks about how, man, like, black people own less than 1% of the land in America. And he says black people collectively, that's Puffy, all the entertainers, that's everybody. Anybody that's wealthy, Oprah, less than 1%.
I live, wait a minute, I'm from Chicago, right?
Right.
Okay. I don't know a lot of people that's doing well. I'm just keeping it real.
Right.
I don't know a lot. I know a lot of people who work.
Yeah.
But the baggage that has been tied to their hands through paperwork like this makes it where you're the working poor, no matter what your wage is.
You're just maintaining where you are.
You have enough money to get to work and come back home.
Yeah.
Because we have paperwork set up, because that's just one form of paperwork that they hit you with to dig in your pocket and make you counterproductive even though you work every day.
Mm-hmm.
We have paperwork set up to fuck your life up. Did you participate in anal with your child's father? Question number 25.
Wow. No, and you know what's crazy? The dudes who are on child support, they don't even talk about the interest that they put on whatever the amount is you have to pay. So if they determine your amount is $750, that, and it also comes with a 40% tax on that. So if you pay $750, you still haven't paid the interest. That's something else. The interest is always accruing too.
They putting interest off you having a child on the planet.
Shit is crazy.
You have a child. You have a child?
Yeah.
We're going to tax you for having a child in this country.
Right.
You don't have a right to have a child unless we can make money off your child. And motherfuckers will say something about what certain criminals are doing in this world. Man. This is criminal behavior right here. This paperwork is criminal behavior.
Yeah. And look at you. You say you busted your ass. I got to pay this $750. I got to pay this $750. I got to pay this $750. But if you not paying that 40% APR that's attached to that $750, your shit is not moving. It's going up. It's not going down. Your shit ain't moving. It's going up. These motherfuckers are geniuses at maintaining the poor class.
Keeping you in a fuck situation.
Oh, yeah.
By the time you get out of debt, if you still able to work and you ain't dead from some type of disease that came from the pills, ulcers and everything, all the shit that happens to us when we take pills, you old.
Right.
You in your late 50s, 60s, that's when it's only you.
Yeah.
And they know you being old, your family, we have turned you against them and turned them against you. You have nothing. But if you rich, this doesn't affect you like this. In fact, if you Caucasian and rich, you don't even go to jail like regular people do. But motherfuckers out here are going to college to get an education that only makes it more money for them to chop up when you make a family. It's only more money for them to chop up. Okay, if you have a degree of a certain magnitude, that degree makes it where it's more money for them to put interest on.
They gonna get
in the court, because we know the woman that is around you, we're gonna bank on the fact she ain't got your back.
Ooh, or she won't have your back the whole time, or at some point in time, she gonna turn on your ass, and we gonna back her play. We
banking on the fact that the woman you with is going to come to us and set you out.
Oh, because that's the way it's set up. You got to set him out if we going to help you. If we going to do for you now, you got to set him out.
They going to set you out. Y'all not together no more. You done moved on. You done found a life with another woman.
Whoa.
She see you happy.
Right.
What a bitch going to do? What a bitch going to do?
Got to set him out.
That letter coming.
And then whatever they consider to be the arrears,
she went and filled this out, and if it's a fake bitch, she gonna act like she don't know why they coming at you.
Wow.
If they coming at you, she filled this bullshit out. Instead of saying, I don't know who my child father is. I fucked him one time. I don't know him. I didn't even know his name. His name is Ghost Dog. That's how a bitch could save the neighborhood.
Ghost Dog.
You can still get the money if you don't know who your father daddy is. I mean, your baby daddy is. But some niggas, this is what they do, Zo. You ready for this shit?
Revenge.
This is what they do. It ain't just that. It ain't just the bitch hustling. If you at the hospital when your child is born, these people are there.
From day one.
Telling you to sign the birth certificate.
Mm-hmm.
They there.
We need that contract signed.
You a young man. You don't know no better.
Right.
It's your baby, so you've been told. You gonna sign it.
Got you.
Taxation with no representation.
Got him. You just signed a contract. You doing business, my nigga.
They at the hospitals as the babies are born.
Wow.
Making you sign I don't give a fuck if you just graduated from Yale. You signed this shit, boy.
Got you, nigga.
She had that baby in this hospital. We gave that baby shots. Well, that baby gonna get sick eventually. We call it immunization shots, but that's get the baby sick shots.
Setup shots for later.
Right. You gonna need us, boy. That bitch trusted us to put a needle in that baby because we said it's an immunization shot.
God damn.
Sign this because we gonna hustle y'all insurance. As the baby gets sick, you gonna get sick. Your mama didn't know that. When they gave you them shots, talk about, this so you won't get chicken pox. This a flu shot. They don't know we shooting virus in you. They trust us. You're gonna need us later on, and we gonna capitalize off your insurance with this chemo motherfucking shit we got going on.
Wow.
And we run the shit. We the white people of this motherfucking country. We have found a way. We don't need jobs in this nation. We need y'all to work the bullshit labor we got set up for y'all, and we gonna hustle y'all.
We gonna hustle y'all. That's funny.
That's what they do.
Wow.
All these companies, we hustling y'all. Your woman thinks she did something by putting you on child support when all she did was destroy the legacy of you and her child together. Because you ain't going to fuck with her after we get through with your ass. You're going to be like, bitch, did you do that to me? You fucked me up like that? You put them people in my life? Y'all going to hate each other. And the child going to grow up with hate.
Wow.
A hate-based life.
That's why we got to get to the youngsters now. Male and female, strap the fuck up and stay strapped. Listen, a lot of times, man, because we come from broken hoods and broken homes, we try to fucking, have a family and do all that shit, man.
Somebody said I get my information from you too.
I'm saying you better go see the world. You better get an education. You better see the world. You better, don't just
I get my
do
information
some
from
haphazard
observation.
bullshit, man. Stay strapped.
Look.
Hey, have sex with a girl, put on a condom. Have sex with a boy, make him put on but carry condoms with you, girl. Like, shit, that's what I see.
That's a solution, but we need to teach our youngsters.
Somebody said child support equals generational wealth. God damn.
For white people. I'm talking about the people. I'm not talking, and when I say white people, I'm not talking about the white people that you see every day. I'm talking about the white people at the top.
Yeah.
The leadership of this country.
Yeah.
They don't even have their taxes go through this country. They got companies in other countries, which is tax evasion.
Right.
But they not part of the law.
Right.
They don't get charged like
shelters. Like
you and Hillbilly Bob get charged with that shit.
Blind corporations.
Right.
Yeah.
There's some people in charge of this shit who living above the law. But when it comes to procreation, I know that most of us don't know how to pick a partner that's down with you.
That's hard.
We ignore the signs.
What are the signs that we ignore the most, Corey?
Oh, let me show you right now. Let me show you something. Now, I'm a man, so a lot of my arguments are based off man shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man ideals, concepts.
Yeah, man ideals. I understand. I'm flawed. I'm not perfect. But I'm looking for this one thing. It's right here. We don't know how to look. I'm talking about most young brothers. Mm-hmm. We do not know how to look for a quality woman. We do not know how to look for a woman of morality.
What are the mistakes we make? The top.
We will see bipolar, clingy, arguing all the time,
aggressive.
Bitch done keyed your car up before, bust your windshield.
Insecure.
Want to fight other women over nothing just because she see the bitch and the other bitch is cute. Jealousy.
Yeah.
Bitch,
jealousy over nothing.
Over nothing. Mm-hmm. And you see it. And you still stay with that person.
Keep fucking around.
When you see that this person is not somebody that you need to try to build a legacy with.
Wow.
But she cute.
Big button and smile.
She cute. You don't want to let her go because somebody else going to have her. Even though everything inside you, which is God, will tell you.
Don't do it.
You ain't got no business around this person.
Right. Don't do it.
You ain't got no business around this person. If you around this person, you are this person.
Ooh.
Whether you want to admit it or not. You might not be the way that person is directly, but indirectly, that person does something to you that makes you stay around them.
That's why.
And it happens to all of us.
Right. That's
because we don't have the village put together to oust the Stephen A. Smiths, the Steve Harveys,
There's more.
I mean, do I have to keep going? The Housewives of Atlanta bitches. Just all wretched, good for nothing bitches.
Right.
They've never done nothing but brought drama to us all. But motherfuckers will fuck with one of them. And what makes it so bad, most of them hide how they really look as they go to the beauty supply and buy hair extensions and makeup and all this shit that make them look a certain way. But when you ever see them in the hospital, how they really look, because that's normally when you see a lot of women, how they really look when they're in the hospital.
So I'm going to ask you this.
The bitch ain't even worth it.
So let me ask you this then, Corey.
You be like, I fell in love with a beauty supply.
How do we teach young boys to look past just the physicality of a girl, the ass on a girl? What should he be looking for in a girl who can actually do something for him other than just fuck him? Who can be something more to him other than just
Before fuck him? We were brought here to this land where we were made to bill it for free. You know what I'm saying? And they taught us about Jesus Christ and all this shit. I believe I'm right with that. Is that factual right there? That's factual shit. We didn't used to live this way.
Right.
From what I have researched, what I understand, you grew up in a village and there were different rituals you did as you were a young boy to grow into a man.
Rites of passage, yes.
So that your place in the village is justified.
He earned it.
Right.
Right. He earned his place here.
We don't have that here.
He passed the trials.
Right. All we have here is women who filled out this paperwork, talk bad about the man that they had a baby by.
You mean that they chose?
The man they chose
okay, cool.
to be impregnated by Wow. They talk bad about him in public on this paperwork and to the child. So as the child grows up and develops, he's bitch made.
How can you blame somebody for something you co-created?
I get what you're saying.
This paperwork does not call the person who helped create the situation. It don't call them out. It calls out the man. It only speaks from the gender side. It doesn't speak from the responsibility side. How'd you get here? How'd you get to this point where you have to go get some paperwork?
Somebody say Darlene filling out that paperwork right now in the other room.
That's what I'm just saying. Like, the way Corey is breaking this down, and I appreciate this conversation, we want to keep a fucking class of people in a space. Right? We're not going to teach personal responsibility. We're not going to teach personal accountability. We're not going to teach, reproduction. What is it? Reproduction responsibility where, hey, man, if I lay down with this person unprotected, the chances are we could have a baby. The pull-out method is 85% accurate. So that means 15% of the time, somebody going to get pregnant. We got to teach the boys how to look for something different in a woman, but we also got to teach the girls how to look for something different in the boys. If we want to change the culture, we can't change no adults because adults are fucking rigid. They locked into the way they think. We got to get the generation coming up. I tell my daughter, know the difference between talent and character. See, a motherfucker could be talented, but that don't mean he got character. That don't mean he has integrity, morality, strength, purpose, call. That don't mean he got none of that. He might be talented than a motherfucker.
Write them words down.
Oh, I got the whole little shit for her.
It should be a homework assignment to learn
the difference
about character.
That's what I say. Character,
morality,
and characteristics are two different things. If you talk to 90% of the women out here, you say, what speaks louder? Actions or words? 90%, 100% of the women be like, actions. No, intentions speak louder than behavior, because I can intend to behave a certain way to get what I want from you. You got to be able to use your intuition to discern, are those authentic behaviors or are those manipulative behaviors? We don't even teach this to the kids no more.
Somebody put honor and somebody put loyalty.
Honor, loyalty, respect.
Those are things that mean nothing in society. Mm-hmm. Because if they did, the 70% of the NFL players would be standing up saying, you cannot dishonor this brother because he spoke up for himself and us. The young generation, young men, in their 20s, have been brought up to think